Hi there and welcome. This is the last video in a four-part series designed to demonstrate how to develop an application in Workflow Ascendant. Here we will be completing the fully functional Notes web application, including all field controls to ensure data integrity. What I'd like to do first here is to create the mechanism which will allow each user in the process the option to add comments securely. I'm only going to do this for the initial state $created and the follow-on state manager, as the other states will follow the same pattern. I'll display in the lower right-hand corner what the Notes subform looks like in Domino Designer. In the Actions tab, I'll first set the fields to update for the document author. Then I'll set the fields to update for manager. These fields will be set with these interpreted values when the document advances in the workflow. We'll do the same in State Manager. Once again, I find that the easiest way to put in place workflows is to create model states which you've already tested and then copy and paste from these. I'll do so from the Actions tab in this state. Then I'll make a few small changes. Let's give these definitions a test. I'll first become user A1, add a title, then a comment, then send it off. As manager R1, I'll do the same. Notice I can't modify the author's comments. And lastly, on to director. Remember that we haven't made the corresponding changes to the state yet. Our next objective is to make certain fields obligatory for some and non-modifiable for others. Let's do this for fields title and total. The field control mechanism is only one of several at your disposal for controlling data. We'll need to make a change to fields title and total, but let's copy the formula from a sample form. To render this mechanism effective, you will need to follow these naming conventions. The two script libraries that work in tandem are WA init mod fields and WA control mandatory fields. They will need to be inserted in each state, but we'll just put them in created and manager for now. Normally, you will only want to control fields if the document is moving forward in the workflow. That's it. Let's test our definitions to see if they work. I'll switch over to user A1. You'll note here I can modify the two fields which are both controlled. And now as Manager Orange, you can see that I can't modify these fields, yet I can advance the document in the process. To render the entire application web mobile, we just need to make a few changes. You can see the naming conventions used here. These custom controls correspond to the Workflow tab and Details tab, or tab 1. In the Workflow tab, we need to add our constraint fields, CEO, and Director. As always, I'm copying and pasting from an existing field. I find that this approach really minimizes errors. Alright, really speeding this up as these changes are all basically the same. In tab 01, we need to add the equivalent of the input enabled formula we inserted for the Notes client. We'll copy that from the sample custom control. Now in the read-only portion of the field, now I'm just going to save here. Of course, normally we would also need to add the corresponding fields that are in the notes form and show you if I were to define a new field. Something along these lines. That's all there is to it. Let's give it a whirl. I'll start as A1. Just as we expected. I'll create a second request to show the difference in document routing. Add some comments and send it off. Now is User Manager Orange. Again, just as we expected. Now on to Director Red. And finally, here are the results. As you can see, Comments tab and the History tab, as we expected. Thank you for watching. We hope you found this video to be profitable. If so, please consult many of the other videos that you'll find available on our website. Thanks for watching.